Hello there. Hi, my name is Lance. I'm a senior account manager here at ubly.com. Hey, we have to apologize for some of those that had planned on joining us for the webinar today. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we did have to plan on recording this webinar, which we're doing now, and we'll send this out. Obviously, you got it in your email. You're looking at it now. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions or concerns, but we will also follow up with an email or with a call to make sure that you're taken care of. So just a little bit of an overview for us. You did receive an invite to this webinar. We are going to be doing the major social media aspects for you and for your business. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to start with the one that we tried to use for our webinar. We're going to start with Google+. And now Google Plus is a new social media platform, and a lot of people have mentioned that they come to Google Plus and they feel kind of like it's a ghost town. Now that may or may not be. The jury's still out. But that having been said, there are a lot of tools that we can utilize to help us with the website. Now, people get used to using maybe one social media aspect or the other. Now, one thing that we have to keep in mind is that Google does operate Google+. So we do need to utilize it as much as possible. So for that reason, we're going to make a recommendation that everybody does create a Google+ page. Google+ pages look just like this one here that you see on your screen. This is ours here, and you can also see these by simply doing a Google search. So for example, I'm going to look up here locally. I have another client who actually is in orthodontists. Oops, if I can spell right, that's one of those words that you need spell check for. So I can come up here and I can take a look at Orem Orthodontics. Now Orem Orthodontics, the client that I'm referring to here is right here, Wade Thompson Ortho. They're showing up number one here on the list. They're showing number one on the map. Now, ultimately, if you're running a local business, that's what you want to do, and I'm sure that you've seen that. So I apologize for this here. So obviously that's where you want to be if you're running a local business. Now, in this case, I wanted to show you their Google Plus page. Now, if you come to any listing on Google that you've done a search for, you'll see here, you'll see a score and reviews. Now, this indicates that they do have a Google Plus page. Now, keep in mind, this is for Google. This is they own 70% of the or 75% of the search engine industry. So you really want to kind of get a hold of their attention. That having been said, here we are looking at this one. They've done a good job of optimizing their Google+. So as I've been working with them, we've kind of seen an increase in reviews. Now, if you're going to go to an orthodontist, or if you're going to work with a new dentist or doctor or a mechanic, whatever it may be, you're going to look at some reviews. Now, you may or may not, but this is a growing trend. In fact, 70% of people that Google something look at, or Google a service, look at reviews now. So this is a great score. Obviously, you can't get much better than that. That's pretty darn close. And that's out of 56 reviews. So that means that they've had a lot of reviews. Now, I can go in and I can look at their Google Plus page just by clicking on those reviews. I'm going to see their Google Plus page. And here it is. We can see, they have a nice picture, they have their logo, but they also have the reviews showing very prominently. Now, that's really big in this industry. So you want to make sure that you invite clientele to leave your reviews, and then you can make changes, you can add promos, you can do whatever you want to on there. Now, Google Plus is one of those that works a little bit similar to Twitter. Jeremy's going to discuss that here in a few minutes, but Twitter uses a hashtag. Now, Google Plus does the same thing. I can come in and I can look at my Google Plus account, and I can see some of these examples. Now, I can see a hashtag, I can see a plus. Now, these pluses show or adding somebody. It's kind of like the @ on Twitter, or if you tag somebody in a photo on Facebook. That's how you do it in Google Plus. You just add the plus and then their name. So me getting all excited for football season. You can see it's almost time. Uh, you can absolutely put a hashtag like we were talking about just a minute ago. Hashtag of Mars. Now, and you'll see also that it does automatically pull up where it's hashtagged in. Now, the reason why I bring this up is that you want to be able to be on what's trending. I mean, Google actually even has a trending report, and you can go in and you can see what keywords are trending. You can go in and you can see what news is trending. Now, this works really well to get you onto that list. So you can see we're using hashtags just by simply talking about or putting one of our blog posts maybe on Google Plus and then tagging it, whatever the product may be, or the product or the keyword or whatever it may be. So that having been said, it makes it very optimized in order to do that. Google Plus, once again, is one of those that you'll learn as you go. It has a little bit more of a learning curve than some of the other tools. Some of the other social media aspects. But if you do have any questions, feel free. I know that there's a lot of really cool videos on understanding Google Plus, what is Google Plus, how to start a Google Plus account or a Google Hangout, which is one that we had problems with. So maybe I should watch that one, or maybe we can get some other people to watch that as well. But anyway, you can do a Google search for some of those videos. They'll walk you through how to do this. Well, and if we do have any questions, I hope that you'll submit those in reference on how to use Google+. Now, Google+, you can also add circles. And I really like that personally. I think circles are pretty nice, so that you don't have to share anything with everybody. If you just have a picture of, I don't know, a family reunion and you wanted to share that with your family, then you could just click which ones you want it to. And if you come across somebody new and you want to add them to your circle, you'll see that it'll let you add them to individual circles. You can add them to multiple circles. It makes it very beneficial for you. And then you can put videos. And once again, Google owns YouTube as well, so YouTube is a big aspect of, or should be a big aspect of your social media plan. So without further ado, I'm gonna get this set up so that we can change our topic over into Twitter.
Hello everyone, Jeremy Cheney here. I just wanted to go over some Twitter things for you and get you a little bit familiar with Twitter and how it works. There's a lot of people out there that aren't using Twitter, and a lot of people are using Twitter, but they're not using it properly. So I just want to go over some brief examples. As you can see here, first of all, I've got Dell right up here, the company Dell, and this is a very good example of kind of how things work. I'm going to keep this kind of on the screen and go over some different things first and foremost. So I want to go over some different reasons on why to use Twitter, and then we can get into more depth and details with your account manager as to, kind of how to set up a Twitter account if you don't have one set up, and how to properly use things. Some things you need to remember on Twitter. Twitter does not allow you to go through and use more than 140 characters. So it's always about taking advantage of those 140 characters. Twitter kind of has its own language. I don't even understand it some of the time, to be honest with you, but it's a great way to be able to promote your business. Twitter offers an incredible SEO potential for all types and brands of businesses. It's one of the pioneers in social media realm, so it offers one of the largest, most widespread populations of users, which is one of the greatest things. You can get things to go viral, they call it, on different posts and really spread things out to masses amount of people, more than you could ever do on anywhere else. For SEO, just to give you an example, obviously we're talking about a social media platform, but with Google and the different algorithms that it goes out there and changes from time to time, and it's obviously a lot more recently than it ever used to be, they actually have social media involved in their algorithms. So that means basically when you're going out there and you're taking advantage of Twitter, and when you're getting communications out to people and you're going viral and you're getting people to look at things, those things do weigh in your algorithm to help you rank better on Google's search engine. So that's one thing to remember. For SEO, tweets and retweets, every time you go out there and actually list something on there, if you're not familiar with Twitter, it's called a tweet. Okay, but as you go through and tweet and retweet things amongst all these different things, you can actually get out there, and those are things that are picked up by the search engines. So when the content you share is well liked by your Twitter audience, in addition to followers of that audience and that can really spread, your content's overall ranking potential can increase. Okay, just a quick SEO tip for Twitter: make an effort to make your presence known. You really want to reach out. You want to follow and retweet posts of relevant influencers and brands. I know a lot of you, if you've ever talked a little bit about Twitter with us, one of the things you do is go out there and post sometimes blog titles, but you can kind of post blog titles, as you can see on some of these Dell things. Sometimes they'll go through and just send you right over to their blog page. Other times they're going to go through and talk about different things. You can see here, for example, how the voice of the people is driving corporate social responsibility. You can click right on here. They're going to take you right to their blog platform, and that's how they're pushing blogs. You can do the same thing and link it in there. The great thing is about the Twitter is they'll give you 140 characters, and then you can have the link to it, and the link's not going to count into those characters. And you can also use this to push coupons and stuff like that, and we'll talk about it in just a minute here. But like I was saying, another thing that you really want to do that's really important at this point is to follow and retweet posts of relevant influencers and brands. So you want to find people that are similar to what you're doing. Okay, so the people that you're interested in, you want to be able to go out there and have interest in you, obviously. So if you're operating a site, for example, like fishing equipment, then you're going to want to go out there and find some of the top fishing sites, and you want to follow them, and you want to go through and make tweets and things like that are relevant and interject different things. Okay, topics of conversation that'll be picked up by other people, so they can start to retweet your information and really give you a much broader scope. Okay, and you can also take advantage of things like promoted tweets to get in front of new users and avoid hard sells, things like that. Every platform like this, Facebook, whatever it is, they'll have kind of their platform to do a little bit of actual promotion, pay for a little bit. You don't have to do that by any means, but that's another option that you can. But it's just important to get a clear overview of what's going on here. Okay, so a big thing is follow people, find conversations, talk about things. You just want to really open a dialogue with people, and that's the biggest thing that Twitter can allow you to do, is just go viral by giving a topic that's going to be influential, that people are going to talk about, that they'll talk to their friends about, and all those different things are going to help not only you get exposure from Twitter and followers and people that'll come directly from Twitter, obviously, right to your website, but it's going to help your SEO value as well. The more viral you can go with this, the better that the search engines are going to show you. Just some reasons to use Twitter real quick that I'll go over. I've got 10 different reasons. The first thing is connecting with customers. Now, this is the main reason why you should use Twitter for your business. You'll be able to connect with your customers because they use Twitter. Okay, Twitter's become a daily routine for people. They log on to it every single day. If you have an unsatisfied customer, you'll hear them on Twitter. Okay, and this is something where you want to be able to have people express themselves and have a forum. So it's always great if you don't have a direct link right on your website, you should, so people can talk about you on there and be able to push that. Okay. Second thing is branding. You don't have to be a big brand name like Dell or Nike or Starbucks to brand yourself on Twitter. You can be an average Joe and brand yourself on Twitter. It's important to get your Twitter account to look like your website. You want to have logo, picture, backgrounds, all these different things so that it'll help people to recognize your business, your brand. It needs to match that website up as close as possible so that you can really get an idea of, people can see this and also relate right back to the website. Okay, third thing is customer feedback. Okay, and this comes right into the connecting with customers as well. But once you've connected with your customers, you'll get feedback on how you can improve your product, your services, maybe even improve your customer service. Listening to people will help you, definitely in the future. Okay, one thing that I recommend that you can do as well. A lot of us, I think anybody out there with a website at some point says, okay, why am I not converting as well? Okay, getting traffic's the first step, but that doesn't mean necessarily people are going to buy. You can't make them buy, unfortunately. And jump out there and grab their credit card and say you're going to purchase something. So one thing that you can definitely use Twitter for it's very creative is you can ask questions to people on Twitter. Ask them what they like or they don't like about your site. Ask them for suggestions that they want to see on the site. And you can really open up that dialogue there and get a good feel for maybe there's something you're not doing. Maybe it's something very simple that you need to change to make this more personable for people. Okay, the fourth thing is marketing. I mean, you can, like we talked about before, you get 140 characters to work with. You can insert links to pictures, videos, your website, and more. One of the reasons to use Twitter is to get, to obviously market your products and services to more people. And the best part about it is, like I said, it's free as a whole. You don't have to pay to have it up. There's a lot of different ways, as you see here. You can pull up any major company, twitter.com, / and then you can put in the company name and you're going to pull it up. Another one here, why don't we pull up Amazon.com. Let's see if we can get it to pull up for us. It might not, but we'll see. There we go. Let's pull that right up. So you can see on here they have a lot of different advertisements, and if you ever wonder what to go through and to do and what to post, look at one of these big companies, okay, because I promise you they're using it and they're making money with it. Okay, for example, here's Amazon, Happy 4th of July, and then here's a picture, okay, that they've created on here, just something nice to be able to relate back to people. Okay, and then obviously they're going to have a ton of different things that you can go through and to use. They're advertising their apps, some bucket list. So there's all sorts of different things and different promotions that they'll offer on here. Like I said, take a look at this, and this will really give you a good idea. 50% off select Fisher Price toys, and you can click right on here, and it's going to jump you right in. So there's different things you can do. Take a look at these larger companies. Use them as an example. Next thing is news. Okay, our fifth point here. You can give the latest updates on Twitter about your company by tweeting. Okay, for example, JetBlue just had one up, okay, not too long ago. One that JetBlue Airways had on their Twitter account that said, just please check our website for the latest weather-related operational news, and they just had a link right to it. So anytime you go through and change your website, you do something new, you add a product line, anything you think will be newsworthy at all for people to get out there and to look at, you want to push across. Okay. The sixth thing would be give away coupon codes and promotions. You can tweet about new deals and coupons like we've continue to talk about to help your company get that extra boost. Okay, everyone wants a good deal, so that's a great way to get to people to go through and to create a little bit of motion. Okay, so definitely look for that. One example on here, and I already left Dell, but it simply says 15% off any Dell outlet Inspire computer laptop with coupon, enter code at checkout, and it gives you the code. They can click right on it and they're good to go. Okay, so really take advantage of those coupon codes and promotions. Seventh thing is Twitter's viral, like we talked about. If you've succeeded gaining some popularity with your Twitter account, you'll know how viral Twitter can be. I know a lot of you haven't. You're just starting out with it, haven't used it a lot, but this will be part of your marketing strategies that you can use in the future. Okay, for example, Dell, I've used them a couple of times here, but they've succeeded in making their tweets viral with their promotional tweets, and people really pick up on those. Next thing is, and most people never realize this, but the eighth thing that you can do is you can spy on your competition with Twitter. Okay, and it's free to do that. You can actually use Twitter search, and you can actually go through, enter in business name, and you can read about what customers are talking about with your competition. So you can see what they like that your competition's doing, and you can see what they don't like that the competition's doing. You can see complaints that they post in there about your competition, okay, and you can kind of come in there and be their, savior, you might say. Suddenly tweet them, hey, I heard you had a problem with, and, whatever their product or service is. So there's a good way to pick it up. And ninth thing is you can go through and increase sales, obviously, and that's what we're all looking for. Twitter can help you increase sales and make profit. Okay, I'll give you an example, guys, if you didn't think that it can be profitable. I've used Dell a bunch of times. Yes, they're a bigger company, but Dell's one of the companies that have increased their sales on Twitter. If you want to know just how much, okay, there was a report done by Mashable. And Mashable, when they pulled this up even a year or two ago, when they weren't even as good as what they were now, they figured just the increase in Twitter profits alone were over $6.5 million. Okay, within that period, like a year period of time, and this was a couple of years ago, so they've really increased that then. And then the last thing here, 10th thing, is brand loyalty. At the end of the day, once you've engaged, helped your customers, your followers on Twitter, They're going to be loyal to your brand for a long time. So really, like I said, when it comes down to it, we want to just get in there. You want to take advantage of all the different ways that you can go out about to contact customers. Like I said, you want to go out there and use these tweets to go out there and get across blogs, things to talk about, use promotions, and make sure that you're following people, like I said, that are going to be relevant to what you're doing. Follow companies that are your competitors. Okay, go out there, and you're always able to, when you're logged into your account, you'll see these things. You can look at your competitors' tweets and just hit retweet. Okay, and that's a good way to go out there and retweet good information. The more you follow, the more you push across, the more you're going to have people pick those things up. If you don't feel you're reputable, you don't have a great brand out there, one of the biggest ways to establish those things right up front is find somebody who is reputable within that market and retweet a lot of their stuff, so people start to say, you know what, I recognize that company, okay, and they'll go through and start to follow you as you look more credible. So that's just a little bit about Twitter. Good luck on the Twitter stuff. Let us know if you have any questions.
Alright everyone, so I'm going to be showing you how to optimize Pinterest with your website. I'm going to show you how to pin something that you find off of any website or even just your website on here to Pinterest. So there are a couple of things that we need to do real quick. Is if you don't have a Pinterest account, you just need to go type in Pinterest into the URL search area, kind of like up here. You'll just type in Pinterest.com. It'll actually come up with a different screen. Before this, it'll ask you to sign in with an email or just with a plain Facebook account too, if you have that. So you'll want to sign that in, and then you'll create yourself an account with Pinterest, and then it'll ask you for an email confirmation in the email that you've provided for them. So you'll need to go to that and confirm your email address. Once that's done, you'll be almost ready to start Pinterest. It'll bring you up to kind of something a little bit like this, but it'll ask you to pick from different types of boards. So if you're interested in food, which I've put food up here, you can see there's a bunch of food. If we scroll down on this just a little bit, there's some decor stuff. So yeah, you can pick just different boards that interest you. So that way, that's what's called your home feed. So this is my home feed here. So if you like food, you want wedding stuff, you want decor, animals, you can pick any of those boards, and then they'll start showing up here, and they'll show you people that have pinned these certain things. So you can start to follow them. So today, here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to create a board where you can pin things to. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our name. This Ubly, for some of you, obviously it'll be different. You can put the name of your business if you want, or just put your name. So we're going to click on Ubly. We're going to scroll right down here to your boards. So we're going to click on your boards. Once we got there, we want to create a new board. You'll see that I already have a few boards created. I've got decor created, I've also got food created, and I've got animals created. I just created a few sample boards so you guys could see what they look like. If we want to create a new board, very simple. We come over here and we hit Create Board, this little plus button. Then what we're going to do is we're going to type in a name that we want to call it. And you can name this whatever you feel like. I'm just going to call it generic right now, so we're going to call it Wedding. Just name it very generic. You can also add a description. I generally don't, but if you want a description so that you remind yourself what goes in this board, so you're very organized, you want to keep them separate, that's what you'll do, is just write in a short description of what you want. Next that you're going to do is you're going to come down here to a category. You're going to choose a category that you want this board to be connected with. So decor would end up being right here with maybe design, things like that, and then you also got home decor. But for wedding, we're going to scroll down. We're going to see if there's something that's just about weddings. Oh, perfect. So we're going to click on weddings, and then whenever I go to the weddings page, I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Anytime that I kind of want to go there, it'll generally give me a good idea of different things that I can pin for wedding itself, because it's the wedding category. I can also choose if I want to keep the board secret, or if I want to be public to everybody. If you're pinning something from your site or another site, that you want people to buy from, don't keep it secret. So you want to make sure that public can see it, so make sure it looks just like this, the no. And then you're going to hit Save Changes. And if we notice, it takes us to our new wedding board. You can also come back over here to Boards. And there's our wedding board right there. So we're going to click on Wedding Board. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a pin. So you're going to take something that you found that you liked, and we're going to hit Add a Pin. So now there are two ways to add a pin if you'd like. You can do what I just did there, and you'll click From a Website, or you can also just come up here to this plus button, and you will hit Add from a Website. So you can also do this way here, which is the Add from a Website. Either way, it doesn't really matter. They will both show up the same. So if we were to click on Add from a Website, both of them are going to give us this exact same screen here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a URL here. And then we are going to grab it from the website that we choose to pin it from. So we're going to go to that home page here real quick. So I've got up here weddingstaples.com. I'm just going to use this for an example. Obviously you'll use your own website if you'd like to, or if you find something else on a different website that you just want to pin for fun, you can do that too. So we're going to come here to weddingstaples.com, and we're going to grab the URL up here at the top. And this is what's called a URL. We're going to copy that. We're going to come back over here to our Pinterest board, and we're going to paste that in there. Once that's done, you're going to click Find Images, and then it should bring some up here at the very top that we're going to click and find some images for. For fun, we're just going to pick this one. So you'll want to pick it above these. It looks like these are actually already been pinned. So on your own website, that probably won't happen. She's just been very active in making sure that she's pinned stuff from her website. So we're going to click on something that maybe she hasn't done yet, which is this. Picture right there. It looks like two flutes and a cake cutter. So we're going to come over here, hit the, tap on the picture. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the Create the Pin area. Right now it just picked the board for us animals. Obviously I probably don't want that under animals. I want that under wedding, so that people that are looking for wedding stuff, it'll drive them to this picture, and then from there they can start to, go to this area and purchase it. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to get a description in here. You will want to do this, so grab a description. So we're going to go back over here to the weddingstaples.com page. We're going to scroll down and see if we can't find the exact same picture that we saw before. So we're going to click on that. And perfect, it brings us straight to this where we can actually buy this product. So you'll want to make sure that you do that with any product that you decide to put on Pinterest. So you'll just go to the actual site, wherever it may be, and go to the very page where it has like the description about it, the details, different things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little tiny description from it, just maybe the first sentence, or you can create your own if you'd like. And we'll come back over here to Pinterest, and we're going to paste that in there. Now before you hit pin it, this is one final thing that you're going to want to do, and this will especially help. This is probably the number one thing that you want to do. If you don't do anything else, do this. You're going to want to take the URL where this product can be purchased, and you're going to copy that, and you'll throw it in here at the end of your description. And then what you're going to do is then you're going to hit pin. And it should say see it now. So we're going to click on that because I want to see our pin. And it'll have the picture that you picked out, and then it's got your little description right here. And then where you can buy it, it's got your URL here. So we're actually going to click on that just to show you that it brings you straight to that page, and that's exactly what you want. You want that so that people, when they see your product over here, they're like, oh, I would love to purchase that, so let's click on this very thing, and boom, there it is. We want to make sure that they can go straight to this page. So now back to Pinterest over here. That's it on how to create a pin. Once you've done that, it's in your wedding board right over here. You're all good to go there. The one extra thing that I wanted to point out to you was that you could also link this to your Facebook account. So your friends and family can see what you're pinning and all that kind of stuff. You're just going to come over here to this little arrow right there. Click on it, it'll drop down to Facebook, or you could also do Twitter, what Jeremy just taught us about, and then Emily's going to teach us about Facebook here in just a little bit. So we're going to click on Facebook. It'll bring up something so that you can put in, your email address and then your password, and then you'll hit log in. I'm not going to do that right now, but you'll hit log in, and then it'll just ask you to, again, write a description. Feel free to put the URL in there, and then you'll just hit, comment it on Facebook. And then make sure that you're logged into your Facebook like it had us do there, and it'll show up on your Facebook wall. So people can see that, people can go there and purchase these things. This is a great tool to drive traffic to your site, especially. So you're going to want to make sure that you do the URL thing with any product that you decide that you would like to pin. We can exit out of that. You'll want to go over here to your home feed, and then you'll notice that it's right there on our wall. So anybody that is also following us, anything like that, they're going to be able to see these pins. And then right there below, it's even got your URL to where if they just click on it, it'll bring it straight back to the page where they can buy it. So thank you guys so much.
This is Emily. I'm going to teach you how to create a Facebook business page. What you want to do is go to facebook.com, and then when you're there, you will go up to this sign up form right here. You don't have to type in anything there or log into your account, your current account that you have now. You can come down here underneath the sign up button, and there is a create a page link, and you can click that. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You aren't going to need to use anything except either the local business or place, or company, organization, or institution. Local business or place you will only be using if you actually have a place that someone can come and purchase items from your place of business. For internet business, we're just going to stick with this one right here, the company, organization, or institution. So for today, I'm going to use this one. It's just going to pull up something in the box that is going to ask you your category. You can scroll through these and find which best fits you. I'm going to actually come down and click small business. And then right here you're going to type in your company name. For this we're going to use test. And then agree to your Facebook terms and conditions. You can read through that on your own time. And then just go ahead and hit get started. This is where you're going to log in with your current Facebook account, or you can create a new business account. For this instance, I am going to log in with my Facebook account. Alright, so once you're logged in, it will bring you to a page like this. It says Setup Test. The first step you're going to do is you're going to put a description of your business in here. A good idea would be to put, you could take anything off of your homepage, a description from there. It would be a good idea to put in any keywords that you have in the description. So sentence that out and have the keywords in there. So for this, I'll just write test, test, test. And then this is where you're going to put your website. So we're going to go www.test.com. You can add another site if you would like. I'd recommend you only use one. Then it's going to ask if you are a government or organization or school. I'm going to hit no for this one, and then you're just going to hit save info. This is also where you're going, on step number 2, is where you're going to add your logo. If you do not have a logo, you can use a picture that I guess best describes your business or that you would like to put for your business. You can upload it from your computer or import from a website. I'm just going to skip this step for now. You can always come back to it when you would like. Step number 3 is just going to be choosing a Facebook web address. This would just be, it's just easier for people to find it. So like you could, so instead of having them go on to facebook.com and then searching through your for your business, they can come in and type in facebook.com and then / then what your business name is. So we're going to use test. I'm going to have to skip this because it will not let me, because it has already been taken. It'll let you know if it's been taken, and if it has, then just try your best to make it for like a description of your company at least, and then just hit set address. But again, I'm going to hit skip for this one. You can always come back to it if you would like to. Number 4 is just going to ask if you would like to advertise on Facebook. It deals with having to purchase things, so I would stay away from that. You can talk to your account manager more about it if you would like, if you're interested in it. So I'm just going to hit skip for this one. You can add this to your favorites. So this will link to your Facebook account, and you can add it to your favorites. So it'll be over on the left-hand side, and you can just access it from the left-hand side. I'm just going to hit add to favorites, and then next. Once you're done, it'll take you to your page that you will see all the time. This is right here is just asking us if we would like to like it. I'm going to like the page. So now you have your first like after you've done that. This is where your admin panel will be. It will, you will see all your notifications up here at the top. Your messages over here to the right. All the likes, new people that have liked your page. And then other things like your likes, it'll show your likes. You can invite your friends from here, invite your email contacts, or you can share the page on different places. Also here you can invite your friends that you already have on Facebook to like your page. That's an easy way to get likes. Then down here is what everyone else will see. This is where you'll have your profile picture and again your description of your business, any photos you have, your statuses, and then again it's just asking down here if you'd like to invite your friends. In your statuses, I would recommend you posting some of your blog posts. Only do at least 2 a week and that's it, or else it's more so spamming people. So I would stay away from doing it more than twice a week. But this would be a great place to post your blog so other people can see it. After that's done, you will be able to share your Facebook page with people, and then you should be done. Well, thank you for listening.